The legacy of French Revolution gave a new direction to socio-economic and political ideas of France and the world as well. In post-revolution period, many parts of the world, including Europe and Asia, witnessed discussion on new ideas about individual rights and system of governance. These circumstances prepared background for the emergence of new ideas of socialism in Europe and the Russia, which will be discussed in this chapter. The Russian Revolution popularized the idea of socialism to shape society in the 20th century. The age of social changes. Let's see. The social and political changes that took place all over Europe can be traced to the French Revolution. But not everyone in Europe wanted a complete transformation of society. Some were conservatives, others were liberals and radicals. The French revolutionary ideas of liberty, equality, and fraternity became inspiring ideals that motivated political movement in the world in 19th and 20th century. Let's see them in detail one by one. Now, let's see liberals. How did they change the society? Liberals looked to change the society and they wanted tolerance towards all religions. They do not want the supremacy or dominancy of any one religion. In the 19th and 20th century, the Europe was dominated by Christianity. Liberals opposed absolute powers enjoyed by most of the monarchs in Europe because they were exploiting the people. They favored for safeguard of individual rights and advocated democratic setup of government so that people can lead a happy life. They favored a well-trained autonomous judiciary which can provide justice to all people. They cannot be called Democrats as they did not favor universal adult franchise. It means everyone was not having right to vote. They favored voting right only for men, not for women, because they did not consider women as an important part of the society. Women were not given due respect in the society. Now, let's see radicals' contribution. They supported women's rights and organized various suffragette movements. Radicals wanted a nation in which the government was based on majority of a country's population. They were not against the existence of private property, but disliked the concentration of it in the hands of few people. It means they wanted that the property should be in the hands of every individual, not only the rich people. Everyone should have property. Conservatives. They opposed the views of radicals and liberals. After the French Revolution, conservatives felt the need for change. By the 19th century, conservatives accepted that some change was necessary, but believed that the past had to be respected to move further and bring some changes in the society. During the Industrial Revolution, new cities, new industrial regions, and new railway lines were developed. It brought men, women, and children to factories for work and to earn money. But still, the problem of unemployment was common as industries were limited. People were forced to accept long working hours and poor wages because workers were more and work was limited. With urbanization, housing and sanitation problems were growing more and more people were in the streets searching for jobs in these industries. Many of the liberals and radicals had their own property and were also employers. They had made their wealth through industrial ventures or trading. They believed in the value of individual efforts, labors, and enterprise. Some nationalists, liberals, and radicals wanted revolution to put an end to the kind of government existing in Europe in 1850 because they were not happy with the existing government. In France, Italy, Germany, and Russia, nationalists became revolutionaries and worked to overthrow existing monarchs. Nationalists talked of revolutions that would create nations where all citizens would have equal rights and can lead a happy life with equality. After 1850, Capsi in an Italian nationalist, conspired with others to form Italy, where all citizens would have equal rights and will live with equality. By the mid 19th century, socialist ideas spread through Europe, suggested and campaigned that instead of individual control, property should be controlled collectively. It means all should be the owners of the property. A leading English manufacturer, Robert Owen, from 1771 to 1858, demanded to build a cooperative community called New Harmony in Indians. France, socialist Louis Blanc, from 1813 to 1882, wanted the government to encourage cooperatives and replace capitalist enterprises. Capitalist enterprises means control in the hands of few individuals. These cooperatives were to be associations of people who produced goods together and divided the profits according to the work done by member. Karl Marx, from 1818 to 1883, argued that the industrial society was capitalist and the profit of capitalist was produced by workers. The condition of workers could not improve till the profit was accumulated by private capitalists. He believed that to overthrow capitalism, workers had to construct a radically socialist society where all property was socially controlled. It means the workers would control the property of the factory. That is, all production units should be nationalized. This society will be a communist society. Frederick Engels from 1820 to 1895 joined with Marx to suggest that workers have to overthrow capitalism and the rule of private property. It should be by the common people. Now let's move to support for socialism. Socialists formed an international body called Second International to coordinate their efforts and their ideas. In England and Germany, workers formed association so that they can raise their voice, and they set up funds to help members in times of distress. They demanded reduction in working hours and the right to vote because full-time work was not paying them a good amount of money. In Germany, these associations worked with the Social Democratic Party and helped to win parliamentary seats. By 1905, Socialist and trade unionists formed Labour Party in Britain and Socialist Party in France. However, till 1914, Socialists did not succeed in forming a government in Europe. It means still they were working hard to form their own government and achieve their desired goals, which were not achieved by them so far.